Why don't you show the singer of Sublime, man? What about me? I'm more fucking popular than chicken.
There are many imitators, but they're all clones to the throne created by master maestro Bradley Nowell. This is what Dave Navarro of the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Jane's Addiction had to say.
Sublime was just one of those bands that was just totally captivating, and the singer just had an incredible spirit about him, but he also captured the truth of today and what's going on in the streets, and there was a darkness that was relatable. So for me, when I checked out Sublime, you know, I got like a real nice like reggae vibe, but then I also got like some serious issues that I could personally relate with that weren't necessarily coming out of Jamaica. They were coming out of the streets of LA.
You know, Bradley's voice, you know, it's Dennis Brown meets Jacob Miller, and everything great about those voices through the eyes of a kid growing up in the suburb of Long Beach who was listening to Black Flag, but also had Straight Outta Compton on a CD player. You know, when all those elements come together, it's very hard to synthesize that into one sound and make it work, but I'll be damned if Sublime didn't do that the best, and certainly Bradley's a songwriter.
They played my surprise birthday party that Gwen threw for me in my parents' house in Yorba Linda. They set up in the living room and played, and that was pretty incredible. It was like all our friends and family like packed into my parents' house in this like, you know, suburban house in Orange County, and it was amazing. My mom was serving hors d'oeuvres and walking around, and here was Bradley talking about, you know, licking and girls and singing songs, and it was an amazing experience. That was definitely an honor and a privilege to have them play my birthday party.
He's just a genuine lover of life, you know. It's like it was one thing that set us apart from other bands is that we after the show, you know, we'd sit there on the end of the stage and hang out with the crowd, you know, and meet people, and you know, it was like people were blown away from that, you know. It's like usually people have this air of celebrity about them where they're too cool to hang out with the crowd, you know. So we'd sit there and hang out on the end of the stage and meet people, and you know, possibly even go hang out with them after the show. And that's one of the things, you know, of Brad's spirit. You know, he's just a real lover of life. He really enjoyed people. He enjoyed to go and do things, and you know, people that was represented in our music.
If you really believe in yourself, like I always have, keep at it. And I don't care if it takes 30, 40, 50 years, it will happen. And it'll make you happy.
Well, the great, you know, obviously with Bradley, his voice was the thing that touched people. He had an unbelievable voice, and he was an incredible songwriter. And unfortunately, just, you know, he was only on this earth for such a short amount of time. But in that period of time, he left so many great songs, and I think he really touched a lot of people.
Brad was adventurous, smart.
He did the same things that all beach kids do, you know. He did a lot of surfing, a lot of skateboarding.
Loved to meet people. Vagrants, beautiful women, it didn't matter, you know, just wanted to meet people. The response we got to that album was flat. We sent that to every major label in existence. And that had a profound effect on Brad because his pride was hurt.
The best way Brad thought that drugs were going to help him creatively, he and I had a conversation after the album. You know, I mean, he was in tears saying how much this had stifled him, how much heroin had stifled him, and how much more he could have done, how much better he could have been.
He was real serious when he wasn't on stage, when he wasn't in front of people. That's where he was his best, was on stage. But other than that, he was really quiet and read a lot.
You know, had that rhythm and you know, the lyrics and the melody, you know, and it was all about melody.
When we play Sublime songs, the majority of the crowd is singing the song. It's like Brad singing to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm hearing it, you know, the way I wanted to hear it. It makes you feel good. It lets you know that what you're doing is good.
He had mad talent, and I think when he would
if he would have gotten to the point where he could refine it and control it, he'd have been a superstar. No doubt.
Even way back then, I mean, you could tell Brad's voice, and he was like, there's quality to it, you know?
He was a super talented, brilliant person that just really, you know, had the knack for putting styles together, and, you know, he had a really, really wide vocabulary for lyrics and stuff.
They came out and Brad just started playing a slow song right off the bat, and his voice, I mean, I think you were with me, John. We were just like, just elbowing each other the whole time going, God, listen to that voice, listen to that voice. It was great.
And the stone hit the builder, refuse. Shall always be the head cornerstone. Stone hit the builder, refuse. Shall always be the head cornerstone. I'm a builder, baby. Here I am a stone. No need to refuse it, girl, 'cause the things we should use are the things we should choose.